shoved in an oven, tied up with a box of spiders, and forced to eat dog food. There's a reason that this case is called the Beastie House case. There's really not much I struggle to research anymore after doing so many of these cases, but this one was a struggle. It was 2012 in a ground floor flat in Glasgow. Neighbours of this flat would notice what they described as an endless stream of substance addicts going in and out of the residence. They could never have imagined the horrors that were going on in the property behind closed doors, and that the victims were all children. Now, the nightmare only came to light on the 21st of March 2020, when a young girl in foster care experienced a horrific nightmare one evening. She was screaming, "Get me out, get me out." The foster carer spoke to the child, and what she disclosed to him would end up unearthing one of Scotland's biggest CSA rings. Now, several children were rescued from the flat, which was described as rancid. The horrors that went on there included attempted murder, violence, SA, and R. Now, on that particular evening that I was describing, the 21st of March, 2 more children sat down with the man and his wife and told them the nightmare that they'd been living. When the children had escaped the Beastie House, they were pencil thin and absolutely covered in head lice. One girl told the foster family how she was locked in a cupboard regularly with a box full of spiders. She would scream and kick the door to try and get free, while a group of H addicts laughed and watched on. Due to how infested the flat was with the bugs, the children nicknamed it the Beastie House. The abusers in this case were Ian Owens, 45, Elaine Lannery, 39, Leslie Williams, 42, Paul Brannan, 41, Scott Forbes, 50, Barry Watson, 47, and John Clark, 49. What these monsters did to these children behind closed doors was absolutely abhorrent. One child was put in an oven and had the door closed behind her. She was also then locked in a fridge and also kept in the freezer after the trays were taken out. Another child that was in this flat tried to help her by adjusting the temperature so it wasn't as cold. She was also hung by her clothes from a nail in the kitchen for up to 10 minutes. The gang forced her to eat dog food, which made her vomit. As if this wasn't all horrific enough, the gang SA'd the children and filmed it and uploaded it. They called these nights R nights and would take substances and R the children. All of the victims were under the age of 13. One was still young enough to be wearing nappies. The children were viciously beaten, punched and hit with pots and pans until they were knocked unconscious. They were forced to drink alcohol and substances, and one boy described sniffing something that he said made him feel weird and dizzy. The children were also sometimes made to deliver substances to other substance addicts. Multiple accused gang members were actually found dead before the trial even took place, one dying from a stroke and the others from substances. The gang were given sentences ranging from 20 years to just 8 years. Now, the children, thankfully, are receiving extensive support to rebuild their lives, and their bravery is hoped to inspire other victims of abuse to come forward. If you ever see anything or hear about anything or even just hear rumours, please do make sure that you always report it to police, especially if it involves a child. Also, if you've ever been a victim of anything like this, please do come forward, tell somebody. It doesn't matter how long ago it was. There could still be people involved or people that we can bring to justice, and there could also obviously be potential other victims.